Hi, folks. Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Chicago, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prized top spot. And, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks. Pretty far behind right now.
When I look at Chicago, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And for Chicago, Kyle Kuzma out there with Johnson. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White. And it's DJ in at the point guard position. And in terms of the NBA Cup tournament, this Eastern quarterfinals game is a must-win for these two group winners. Lose and you're out of the running for the NBA Cup.
Yeah, make no mistake. This might count as a regular season game statistically, but there's nothing regular about it. These teams are battling for their shot at that NBA Cup.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Trent outside, lets it go from deep. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
He takes it in. Yes, it's good.
He's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. A main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, the dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's DJ. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, Kuzma has gotten pretty good at this, spotting those open guys who are prepared to shoot.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Back to Lillard. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Trent outside. Lopez, the screen on White. Trent for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. And they've been quite the story in the NBA this season. Stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Prince can't hit.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's DJ. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 4. Here's DJ. And that one, good. DJ's got 10 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Pass to Trent. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time, finding his teammate for the great look.
And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You look at the Spurs, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're playing fantastic basketball right now. I know it's early in the year, but surprisingly, they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Prince against White. For three, here's Lillard. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's DJ. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside. Here's Prince. He's scoreless. And the basket by Trent.
Trent Jr. 3.
Here he goes. He gets it in there.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Milwaukee leading by 3. There's a screen. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Lillard.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Shot is good by DJ. He's got 16.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Prince against Johnson. Prince with the bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Shot is good by DJ.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Prince. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
DJ. Giannis with the rebound. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point game. Last time they met in Milwaukee.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And here's Lillard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn.
And it's the way he stayed aggressive in getting to the foul line that was impressive. But he also did a superb job in cashing in from the foul line.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And as we get into the... The Bucks trail by 10. Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Green out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Now off the inbound. Shot is good by DJ. DJ's got 22.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Lillard passes to Lopez. Trent with it. The 3 from Prince. It's hauled in by White. Pass to DJ. there's a killer two-hand slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And Lillard puts up a deep three. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince, inside. Lillard can't get it to go.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's DJ. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Damian Lillard picks one up. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Here's Trent. They can't stop the run with that one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Count that bucket. DJ's got 30 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Timeout. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
Portis finds Lopez. Trent outside. Portis outside. Now Lopez. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Here's DJ, defended by Portis. Shot is good by DJ. DJ's got 32 points in the game. The Bucks trail by 19. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Damian Lillard. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Lopez can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Giddey. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Shot is good by DJ. DJ's got 38 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
For Chicago, Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith, and it's Kyle Kuzma in for Giddey. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo to end the drought. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's DJ. Soft touch off the glass. DJ's got 40 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Green. Here's the teardrop, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to DJ. And he lays it up and in. DJ's got 42 in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Lopez against Vucevic. Lopez passes to Trent. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 13.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And the shot goes down.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Takes it inside. Shot is good by DJ.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Prince. Down low. Antetokounmpo inside. Kuzma on him. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire. Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Trent outside. 12 seconds left in the half. Clock at 6. On the wing, Green fires the 3, sinks the tray. Green's got 6 in the quarter. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Bulls out in front, running away with it. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Billy Donovan.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at
Well, right now for Chicago, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Bucks.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked. You're in hot water. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's, connects again.
Well, he's been firing on all cylinders, and the defense just helpless to keep up.
And this gives him the 3rd most 50-point games in league history. That's some elite company.
Yeah, sitting between Jordan and Kobe. And when those are your peers, you're doing all right.
And he drives in. Another one goes! Incredible!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Well, Richard, during his 5th year in the NBA, Kobe White had a breakout season.
Doubling his numbers, BA, averaging around 20 points and 5 assists per game. Kobe's always been a great defensive player, but it's his offensive production that has really improved.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
Green's checked in for Milwaukee. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Antetokounmpo inside, defended by Kuzma. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's DJ, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Back to Trent. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Green. Trent outside. Green with a screen on White. Trent for 3. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And again, 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Now here's Lopez. Trent outside. Three-pointer. Counted from distance. Trent's got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Drives to the hoop, and that one is stuffed right through.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And it's Green missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's DJ. Green covering. Pass to DJ. And he banks in the layup.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Milwaukee has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Trent against White, the 15-footer, and Trent the bucket on the assist by Lopez. Trent's got 17.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling. Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often, and guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Antetokounmpo's got 21.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Oh, another one falls!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 21. Pass to Lopez. Oh, there's the alley! And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
DJ. And it's good! He hits another one.
And that's 70!
He is unconscious.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Trent outside. Green, a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Trent's shot is off. Chicago has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. DJ, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Well, Chicago's shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against Chicago, a win for them in that one would be huge. Lots of bragging rights when you take down the top team in the league.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the basket by Trent.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Here's DJ. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside for Green. Trent from long range. He buries it from 3. Trent's got 13 in the second half.
That's his third 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
And the Bulls call time here. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
As the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Chicago?
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean credit.
On the floor for Milwaukee. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Gary Trent is out there with Green. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. Bulls leading by 19. Here's DJ. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
A great find by Giddey, a tall guard who sees the floor so well.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
And here's Green from the arc, and his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Here's DJ. Portis with the steal. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3. DJ's got 5 points now this quarter.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Here's Trent. Chicago with a rebound. White's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to DJ. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Here's DJ. Another bucket. Wow. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Green, the pass to Portis. Back to Green. Here's Portis. Takes a 3. And Green, good for 3. Green's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Into the lane. And another one.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. The Bucks trail by 20. To the middle. Releases. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 6 assists here tonight. And for the Bulls, they're shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Now Antetokounmpo. Outside, Green. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 7 assists in the game. Bulls leading by 19. On the take. Again! What an avalanche!
90 points! A legendary performance!
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Outside, Green. And a miss there on the triple. And for Chicago, they're shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Shot is good by DJ.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Milwaukee has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Green, the pass to Williams. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Portis. Vucevic with some nice D.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Portis. And here is Antetokounmpo. Portis, right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those 2 styles of...
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is...